Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to another Team Fortress 2 video. Got a nice gameplay for you today. Well, that seems weird to say, doesn't it? Yeah, it's been a while since I played Team Fortress 2, hasn't it? It's been quite a few years, and it's really odd. But yeah, I've actually started playing Team Fortress 2 again, and I think I really do have a lot to talk about in general, because if you haven't seen my current videos that I've been putting out, or my Where the Heck Was I video, there's been a lot of stuff going on for me, and it's all pretty good. I mean, the first thing I can always say is if you haven't watched, my last long hour video or so, that describe kind of what happened to me. I'll give you a quick rundown just in case, because you're like, wow, a Team Fortress 2 video from Seth. That's been like ages and ages ago. I moved. It's been about almost 2 years now since I've moved. It's been pretty good. Nothing bad at all. Work got better. Just everything in life got better. I don't feel bad in admitting this. I actually have CPTSD and OCPD, and I started going to see a psychiatrist for that, and it was a huge, huge plus, just in general, living on your own, having your own sort of stuff to do again. It was a huge, huge deal. And of course, there's the wonderful pandemic that we've been going through, and I've been safe the entire time. Me and my roommate have been safe. Nothing crazy. Had a lot of scares at work, but, that's to be expected. But, yeah, it's all been pretty good. I've actually been pretty excited because, I made a new PC, as you can probably tell by the improved, graphics and stuff going on screen. That was a huge fun thing. I mean, I've helped friends build PCs in the past, but I finally built my own. The description always has my specs in it for you that are new to it. I enjoy it. It's pretty fun. It was a good project. It was a good, rewarding feeling to do. And I started playing TF2 again because it was just weird. It's like this calling in my mind all the time. Seth, go back and play Team Fortress 2. And it really is weird. It's because I played this game since 2007 when it first came out. And I had such high expectations of myself every time I thought about playing again. I used to actually play TR Walkway for hours before I used to start my old TF2 videos because I thought I had to have such an insanely high skill ceiling for myself, which is good. I mean, it's one of those things I actually have that's good, because I'd rather have a high skill ceiling than none at all when it comes to a game about, competitive, matchmaking. So it's kind of a big deal for me, so I sort of let loose a little bit on that, and I just started recording matches again. It was a huge risk. I knew going into a game I haven't touched in years, and, I mean, that's to be expected. I mean, so much has changed, so many weapons have changed, there's new maps, like, there's new, just effective loadouts, and learning them all again, it was kind of nerve-wracking. And I also, heard about the botting that was going on, and that was a weird adjustment to get used to. But overall, I mean, every match I've played, pub servers and community servers alike, they've all been fairly good. I haven't had any really, really awful experiences. I've had fun the entire time playing again. And, every time I took a break and I tried playing again, I'd do the same damn thing. I'd get, really into it for, one day, and then I'd stop because I have such bad depression, and I'd just be like, oh, I'm not good, I'm not as good as I used to be, I'm gonna make everyone disappointed. It was really, really harsh, and, that was one of the reasons I stopped playing. I never actually quit playing Team Fortress 2, because in the back of my mind, I always wanted to keep playing. And, I mean, most of the TF2 YouTubers are gone nowadays. It's really sad, and I don't actually ever have plans on doing live streaming. It's just not really my thing. But, I mean, it was really kind of nerve-wracking because I'm like, man, I haven't played a multiplayer game in, ages, too. So it's just really weird going back in. But I think it's because Team Fortress 2 has always been probably my favorite multiplayer game of all time. It's just so solid. It's so much fun. And I always have so much fun telling coworkers and people I know about, when I used to play a lot. I used to play like 8 to 10 hours a day. It was literally my job before I had a job. So I have a huge amount of love for the game. And I kept telling myself, oh man, I was telling myself this whole week, I had all this footage I was working on because I'm also doing my Diablo 2 series. And I talked about it in way future videos that aren't even up yet. About how I really did want to get back into TF2, but was uncertain. And you know what I said? Just do it. Have fun. I had a lot of fun actually making this video because it just triggered that, like, I know what I'm doing video editing process. And of course, I changed, my entire setup too. Obviously, I have a much more professional grade style recording setup. I have the soundproofing. I have, the mount. I got everything I really should have had to begin with, but didn't have because of depression and just stuff like that. And, I obviously have a new PC, so it's way more quieter, it's way more effective, it's way better for video editing. I cannot believe I did not think to air blast that soldier for, like, that long, by the way. I'm actually watching this still. And, I use Sony Vegas Movie Studio 17 as of right now. So, and I've been using that for a while. I've been using it for about a year now. And it's really quite a lot of fun. I really do enjoy, making videos. It's something that I always used to kind of dread because I had such high expectations of myself. And it's so weird, and because every time I try to play TF2 again, I just get so damn discouraged with myself. I wouldn't get discouraged by other players. It was literally just me. And I'm so glad that no one in my life actually suggested me to play again. I just did it myself. And I thought, I'll make somebody happy. And it was crazy because I jumped into a match on Borneo, and someone recognized me. They weren't on my friends list. They were like, oh, hey, Seth, how's it going? And I was like, oh my god, how do you know who I am? And then I remember someone on my team, I have the footage, but it didn't show the chat before, but they say, who are you? And I'm like, I'm just me. I have a really, really hard time dealing with any sort of recognition. I'm very self-conscious. I'm very nervous about it. It always makes me really, really, like, guilty feeling, I guess. Like I don't deserve anything. But then I think to myself, all the people I met, like Pink Panther, Alpha, all those really cool guys I used to hang out with back in the day, and all the people like Greek God, like all these people that I, or Koopy, or sorry, Coupe, that's how it's pronounced, I believe. All these awesome people I met, and I, affected them in some way, in a good way. And I think that's really why I enjoyed playing Team Fortress 2, was the community. And it sounds weird because I'm like, ugh, people notice you, that's weird. It's true, but I also still appreciate being noticed by other people. And it's always really quite fun. I've never really been, proud of my first technical job, which was making YouTube videos, but at the same time, I always say I had so much fun doing it. And I think getting a real job, that kind of killed my momentum, obviously, because I was super young when I first started doing YouTube videos. I was actually making them way before this channel, and it was so crazy because I think to myself how much I've emotionally matured over the years. And it sounds narcissistic, but it's true. I actually watch back my old videos and my current videos because I like to see how much I've been, grown, how much I've done. And I think, obviously playing back, these matches and doing all the editing, I really do enjoy Team Fortress 2, and I really don't have any intention of just stopping again. And, I mean, it's really hard to come back to it because I feel like I betrayed so many people or I did something wrong. I don't know, and I know hardly any of that actually happened, but it's just mentally it's so hard to come back to. But for me, I think I've played about 30 matches in the past few days, so... And that was all interdispersed with other things like my Diablo 2 series. It was like, and obviously I'm doing other videos as well. But it was really fun just to jump back in because I really don't like multiplayer games. I've only liked Team Fortress 2. And I think to myself, I would love to reincorporate it just like I used to. It used to be, before I started Let's Playing, I'd actually just play guaranteed every single week matches of Team Fortress 2. And that's how I was able to keep that momentum going. And I think, obviously, now that I'm in a way better mental state, I would love to get back into Team Fortress 2. Get back into the game that made me a man, you know what I'm talking about? And it's like, how could I honestly hate this game? Because, like, my dog that my dad now has, he's named after the Scout, for God's sake. You know, like, that's dedication, and I always have such fond memories of talking about Team Fortress 2 with people every time I play it, and it just kind of comes right back to me. You can see in these videos, I hate to say it, but man, I've still got it. I've never lost my aim. Obviously, my sniper gameplay is bad, because I just haven't practiced in a long time. But my aim has never really deteriorated, my sense of awareness has never really deteriorated, and I had so much fun. I used to play MGE servers, I did competitive, like, skirmish-style matches, like, on community servers. I think it was Skiall or something hosted them a long time ago. Like, I really did want to get into it, and I know the game's changed a ton, but I really just want to make TF2 content, because it was fun. I mean, obviously it's not all I'm going to do, but I really do want to get back into making more of it, because it was a lot of fun. If I'm being honest, the one thing I hated doing the most about TF2 videos was making thumbnails. And I think, personally, I just don't want to make more thumbnails for TF2. But, I think if you're watching this and you get that classic vibe of, oh man, that's actually how Seth's videos used to be, wow. Like, that's kind of what I want to do again. And obviously there's, you know, other games I've been playing, but I would really, really love just to get back into it. And I try to tell myself it's not work, it's not a job, it's just fun. I can have fun. I know what that is, apparently. So, you know, expect me to actually put up more Team Fortress 2 videos. I don't know how often, but I would prefer to maybe make one once a week like I used to do, because it's so much fun. And I have fun doing this. So if it answers anybody's deep concerns as, oh shit, is Seth gonna quit making TF2 videos again? I don't really think so, because, I mean, I've gotten to the skill ceiling, like, barrier, the glass ceiling, if you will, I guess, and it's gone. I realized I just enjoy playing the game, I enjoy playing with other people, having fun, and there's no reason to not do that. So, you know, I really hope you guys enjoy this one. I don't know when the next video is going to be, probably next week or so, but, you know, I just hope you had fun watching, and maybe you guys can understand where I'm coming from. So, I'll see you next time. Medic down.